There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name. Hey, yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino Is the Name. And I think this is an important time for us to learn what's really important. You know, what's important in life, what industries are important, what's not important. As you can see, they have deemed certain things mission essential. Are you a mission essential employee? Are you medical? Do you work maybe law enforcement? Are you in some kind of food service? Are you a truck driver? Like, what is it that really has shown itself to be an industry that is quote unquote recession proof or what have you? You know what I'm saying? Like this, what we should all learn from this time is to basically see what's really important. Seeing, you know, like even family, like, are you taking the right precautions to make sure your family is safe from this situation? Like, it's so much going on right now, and it is very important for us to like really step back and say, dang, you know, not necessarily that's gonna change your mind about whatever situation you in or whatever your career is, but you know, how can you protect yourself from being laid off? How can you protect yourself from recession? How can you protect you and your family for what could possibly come? This thing, what is happening right now, has definitely put a lot of things in perspective for a lot of people. And I hope that you guys are paying attention, because believe me, I'm paying attention. I was already paying attention before this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was already ready, you know what I mean? I did a lot of videos talking about why nursing and accounting to me are the best two fields to go to college for if you're going to try to get to the money the fastest. Nursing, and even I did a research video versus clinical video with PJ and Jada, and in that video, you know, Jada talked about the clinical nursing side, and PJ talked about, you know, the research side, what it takes to be on the health research side, because he plans to be a health scientist. And right now, all of these immunizations that they're testing and things like that, they're exactly in the health scientist side, like exactly what he was talking about doing, exactly the field that he's planning on going into. It is so crazy that this is, people don't even realize that that is what he was talking about, the research side. They don't understand, like they saw what he said, but they still don't really know that's what is going on right now. All of these testings, things that they're doing, all of this trying to come up with a cure or whatever it is, that's exactly what he was talking about. And I know it's not necessarily put in layman's terms for people who are not medical. You might be a plumber. You may know nothing about, you know, the medical research side, but we did a video on that, and I know it can still, you know, be a difference of understanding. But these things that I'll be talking about on this channel, I mean, I talked about market crash, well, I talked about housing crash, market crash, talked about all of those things, and look where we at, man. I mean, but you don't have to be a rocket scientist to predict these things. And that's another thing, right? I see a lot of people saying, oh, somebody prophesized this. You didn't have to be that smart to see that these things was going to happen, or that these things were coming, like the bubble from the real estate. Usually I get out of a lot of things when I see that it seems to be inflated. It just seems to be something's wrong here. Like, it's, why am I seeing, you know, some of the things that I'm seeing, and I'll try and get out of it. I got out of Bitcoin once my aunt called me and said she wanted a Bitcoin. And I said, Auntie, Bitcoin is like $19,000 right now, or $17,000, something crazy. And she said, no, I just need one. I don't know what you're talking about. I said, why do you want a Bitcoin? She said, because they said it on TV. We all need a Bitcoin. We just get one Bitcoin. We're going to be. And I said, all right, I'm out of it. I'm out of it. Because now people, they don't even know what blockchain is, right? So I got out of it because, you know, I saw that somebody was controlling this. Somebody was running this up. And, you know, and the news didn't even know what it was about. Like, you know, I ain't saying like the money news didn't know, but like just the regular news, they like, oh, everybody need a Bitcoin, you know, like it was crazy. So, so that was that. And so, you know, I got out, I made 4 times my money, and, you know, and then it dropped right after that. Like, it was crazy. But so it's things like that. Like, I'm just looking at the next step. I got out of certain things when I saw certain things. I think that, well, I'm seeing some things that are going to emerge. Talked about them on some other videos on this channel not too long ago. There's a lot of things that are going to be coming, and the next trillionaire is on the horizon. Somebody's going to be a trillionaire coming out of all of this. Of course, somebody's going to be extremely, extremely poor. Governments may crash. We don't know yet. You know, this thing has affected the world. There are going to be probably some bankrupt governments. I don't really even know how that's going to look. And I don't know, you know, like, I don't know, you know, United States already operates in a deficit. And then after this, I mean, the whole world is at a loss. So I don't know. You know, I'm afraid that one day a cheeseburger is going to be $1,000. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, I mean, eventually, maybe 400-500 years from now, that's what it's gonna get up to. But right now, like, I'm just hoping that too much money isn't printed and things start becoming astronomical, because now everybody has thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, and so now a regular like rent is gonna be $10,000 a month for everybody, like as a standard, like, you know, as a that's good rent. One day somebody's gonna be like, $10,000, man, that's good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just hoping that things don't get ran up like that, because they can. I'm not just talking about things I don't know, but things like that have happened in previous, you know, civilizations or years or whatever like that, where there was such an inflation of money that things were costing astronomical. You know, things that used to be $1 are now, you know, $90 over, you know, I ain't gonna say overnight, but, you know, with an influx of money, things at the dollar store, you might not find a dollar store. There's nothing in there $1, you know, like a, you know, 99-cent store. They, you know, you might get to a place where there's nothing in there that can be 99 cents. You know, now it's $90, $100, $3,000 store, you know, whatever, if they keep inflating the numbers like this, and we don't know what's going to happen, you know. I just got gas today for $1.49, which was really $1.50. It was like $1.49.99. But the point is, $1.50, I don't remember the last time I've seen gas at $1.50. Do you know how messed up we are right now? It is crazy. And then they're just going to dump money at it. And now it's going to be way more money in circulation than ever before. And this is going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Did you know that this new unemployment that they're going to, that you know, is going, that I guess it's going to be being paid out, pays $600 more than the current unemployment, right? So if you're getting that, right, if you're getting the extra, so let me put it like this. Some people are going to make more from unemployment than they did from the job that they were unemployed from. Do you understand how much money is being dumped into that category? When I got out of the military in Georgia, when I got out of the military the first time, I was making like, I think I was making like $1,800 every 2 weeks, or first and 15th, like $1,800 after taxes, right? And so the unemployment rate, because once you got out, if you went back to school, as long as you was in school, you can draw unemployment for up to 2 years, I think. They kept extending it, but it can go up to 2 years. At the time, I don't know what it is now. But, so I got out, went to school, drew unemployment. It was $330 a week, right? $330 a week, every 2 weeks, that's only $660. That is still That's a third of what I was making when I was making $1,800 every 2 weeks. Well, first and 15. Now, because I still believe that general unemployment in Georgia is still $330 a week, but now they're going to be putting, I don't know if it's $600 on top of that every 2 weeks, or every week, or if it's every month. I don't really know how much it is, but there are going to be people who are going to be making more from unemployment than they are from their real job that they lost, and that is crazy. So those numbers are going to even need to rise, because now it's going to be people like, yo, I ain't going back to work for that. I'd rather stay on unemployment than to go back to work for that, So it's so many things that are going to have to change, man. I don't know if you ever heard of the universal basic, I don't know if it's universal basic allowance but basically they've talked about having like a universal stipend that everybody in the United States get a certain amount of money per month. That's kind of what it's kind of similar to the bill that's on the table now. I mean, I'm sure the bill that's on the table now is much more than the universal basic allowance would be, but they've talked about just paying every American XYZ amount of money every month for whatever. And, with this, with this stimulus, like this $2,000 stimulus, like it's possible that it reopens, or it seriously puts that kind of idea on the table. But if they're just going to be dumping money into the system to kind of correct some things where people don't have any money, I mean, I think it's great to help, because I want some more money too, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't know where it's going to leave the prices of things, because I guarantee you, if you give everybody some money all at the same time, right? The household automatically raises up. Say, because I think they said this stimulus is supposed to give like $2,000 to 16 and up, or 17 and up. And if you have 3 kids, 16, 17, 18, they're bringing in $6,000. The mom, dad bringing another $2,000 each. That's $4,000. That household has an extra $10,000 a month coming in. Now, that family may have been making $150,000 even without that. Now you add another $10,000 to the household. This can get crazy, This, this can get ridiculous out here. Like, and so now if they're bringing another $10,000 of money in over 6 months, that's $60,000. Over a year, that's $120,000. You add that, they're bringing in $270,000 now. That would make, if they wanted something, they could, they have a huge amount of income coming in. They can definitely afford to do things if they wanted to do them. But now if you multiply that to every household, or all of the households that's similar to that household, and even just other people's households, now you have an influx of money that is going to be so great, that is going to be so tremendous. And if you're trying to do that with every household in the United States every month, some of them still have jobs. Some of them don't. So this is going to help some people. But the ones that do still have jobs, oh my God, it's going to be crazy. Because now when we get ready to go buy something, and the convenience stores and the malls and everywhere, they know that we all got this money. So they're going to raise the price on things, or things are going to sell out, and then people are going to get on the internet and they're going to start reselling items and stuff like that. But the numbers are definitely going to have to go through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going to have a $1,000 phone. Everybody going to have a $2,000 phone. Like, it's not going to be a big deal anymore. And that is what I'm worried about. Like, how high are these numbers going to go? I don't know. Anyway, right now you watching Casino Is the Name, man. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Beat me up, Scotty.
Me and her together, we just call it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live with a rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap. say you want to be successful. Well, what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough.
There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? There's money everywhere. There's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.